Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are going to be running the Cook Mogul, our second Cook Mogul Keebler, the old number 55, our steel pipe giant. We will be running up to the oil refinery, seeing if we can't get ourselves another full load of oil barrels out of this delivery. Not sure if we need another load of wood up there or if this will do it or not, which will actually let us get some money for some more oil cars. I'm thinking is probably our next priority purchase, being that we definitely need a little more oil production. Somehow that fourth car was not hooked up. Well, that's okay because we can't really drop 4 out there anyway, as much as we might want to. That won't work. So 3 is just fine, though that car is going to be in our way. But until we get, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with that car. Probably throw it on to the 16 for logs, I guess. Being we don't really have a need for it out here. Can only deliver 3 cars to the out to the oil field there, and we can only get, I think it was 3 we decided we could get up to the at the refinery. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with that car, but we definitely can't have it laying in the way. Probably can stick it on the wood one. You know, we're always, by the time we run wood, we're empty, so it's going to be pulling more than 100 anyway. So if we throw one more on there, I'm sure it's not going to phase the climax to do 17 instead of 16, and that'll put the car to use. Get this rolled up to the edge of the dock here. Oh, not that much brake yet. And there we go. Bam, we are at the dock. Alright, so then I will get these loaded and we'll be right back with you. Alright, and so we got those 2 up. We are just gonna finish loading up this last car quick, and then we will be running it out to the oil refinery. They show the caboose out there in the distance. We need to pick up a few more cabooses to finish off these trains, especially the long ones. It's kind of nice having the caboose on the end of them when you're trying to load the longer train. To be honest, it's kind of a bummer with the extra 11,000 pounds of weight or whatever that one is, but in the big picture, that's not really that much weight, I guess. So I try to start throwing some cabooses on some of the longer trains, seeing how that'll help load some of them. Though the one I'd really like to get it on, I don't think it'll actually do a heck of a lot of good, because you can't see the end of the train when we're loading it when you do the wood one. So you just have to guess at its spot, or moving along the trains and moving along other markers along the ground, but you're not really looking back at the loading dock anymore. So that definitely presents a different kind of challenge. But the Heisler 10 car one, maybe we could throw on another caboose and that would help load some of the stuff. Worth a try anyway. And the caboose just looks cool. Alright, let's roll out. Train leaving the station. Probably don't need to go belting our way around the turn here. Although this is a nice simple train. No hesitation with this one, no anything. This is plenty of locomotive for the load. And shouldn't run into any problems. Haven't run into any problems with it. At least up until this point. Truck is good. And now we can go for a little bit of speed build up. Not that the Cook Mogul is known for speed, but definitely a good workhorse for any of the smaller trains. And I still think it's probably my favorite looking train in the bunch. Class 70 is definitely nicer all around train, but I think the Cook Mogul does a really good job of representing the 3-foot gauge track, I think. It's a nice locomotive, and then it's always amazing how big it actually is when you get next to it. The thing is just super tall. Sounds good, looks good, feels good, just an easy all-around train to run. I'm a big fan of the Cook Moguls. Uh-oh. There's no way we really left that sitting right there. Uh-oh. One Cook Mogul to another. We probably have brakes sitting on this thing. That's inconvenient. Gosh. Try usually not to do that. Alright, where are we at? No brake. Let's see. Oh, what's with the wood? That's not normal. Huh. Alright, that was a bit glitchy. Alright, so what do we got here? We're just gonna have to back up to this one. So let's make sure our tracks out here are good. We are good, we are good. Alright. I don't know if we dare just push this thing out of the way, or if we drive it out of the way. 55 and just push the old file out of the way, I suppose. Alright, and I don't think we have to worry about it too much. We just have to get it up here and get it out of the way, which is exactly what we'll do. I don't think there's anything else out here, but then I gotta be honest, I didn't remember this thing. I thought it was sitting out here had been turned around already. Alright, that's gonna put it over on a siding. Okay, that's fine. We'll just side it for now. Alright. Done. Done deal. Sweet. I mean, these parking spots do come in handy. Not that we ever had the intent of, we were going to just totally take them out. So I'm kind of glad at this point that we have it, because I guess it does come in handy having a place or two to park a train when you need to. So having a little extra yard space doesn't hurt a thing. I guess it comes in handy. So let's slow down our process a little bit here. Betty and the wood hauler. That one's a fun trip because we double it. Shoot, we don't have any wood, so we're not going to be able to produce oil yet until we get wood. Wood will be the payload out here, so that'll be fun though. I like that load, even though we have to double it up the hill. It's kind of fun. Though that locomotive is due to be replaced, so we might replace that locomotive, I guess, before we pick up more oil cars. Always a work in progress, adding to the old empire. Trying to make it run a little smoother and a little easier. But we ran out of money for locomotives and stuff, so then we kind of had to start compromising and using things for multiple rolls. And we're going to have to put in some more work to get the money to alleviate that is all. Look, that's all it's about at the end of the day anyway, is making that mighty dollar. Which at least now we're set up in production to make, a fair amount of money decently fast. Or at least decent, I guess, without tons and tons of loads. We've got big locomotives in the places that we actually need them. Always will be nice to step up a little bigger along the way, but like some of these final drops you just can't do. I mean, I suppose you could bring out a big train and you could break it up, but you still got to break it up, so either way you go. I understand the staggering of these docks for the challenge to the player, but then, let's also be honest, at the end of the day, a yard would not stagger them just to stagger them. They would just have it easy for drop off. So I guess there's a two-edged thing in there. You don't want everything to be so easy that it's just no challenge at all, but then again, real is real. So at the end of the day, how much can you actually add in there that shouldn't be? I don't know. 3 cars work perfect for here, that we know. So there we go. Boom. Hitting the pile. Hitting the pile. And you can't miss, that's for sure. So not exactly sure how many that's gonna give us, but boom. So 36 of them out here. Next on the list will be lumber for the barrels. So there we go, making some progress, getting close to filling up Rockefeller back there and making some money. So we'll call that one an episode, and thanks for tuning in.